everyone, how are you all? It's another miserable day in London, so I thought I would finally do my Ochre Malden setup for you. This is the personal size Ochre Malden, and I love it. I've always wanted one, could never afford one, found it really cheap on a website, and I'll give you all those details in a moment. So if you follow my channel, you will know that I am going back to college in September to study my English and Math GCSEs. Unfortunately, I left school without any qualifications whatsoever due to bullying, and it completely put me off going back into education, which is a shame because I loved school up until that started to happen. Everything I've kind of done since then has pretty much been self-study, which is fine, but it's hard to apply, you know, to college and university when you have no qualifications at all on paper. I'm 26 now, so I thought I've had a really crap, 5-6 years health-wise, still not out of it, but I need to start living my life again, and I really want to do this. So I applied, and I had no idea if I'd get accepted, but I got myself this just in case. So this come from a website called Coleman's, who I've never shopped with before, and I was searching all around the internet. I went to a few shops, Paper Chase, WH Smith, John Lewis, everywhere I kind of knew that sold Maldens, and I believe the personal side pretty much everywhere is around the 80 or 90 pound mark, depending on where you shop, which is a lot of money for me. So I went online, and it was pretty much the same on Amazon. There was a few eBay ones, but I have trust issues with eBay. And I eventually stumbled across this website called Coleman's, which I've heard of but I've never shopped with before. And this was like £52, and I was just like, what? Like, what? So I got it. And that's not a sale price, that's how that's the general price that they sell them. It was a toss-up between this and the purple. I'm sorry if you can hear the rain, it is absolutely chucking it down outside. A toss-up between this and the purple. I have the pocket size in the purple. But I'm a bit of a brown and a tan type of girl. All my Midoris tend to be, neutral colours, quite earthy tones. I have a green Midori, and I just couldn't, connect with it. So I will be using this alongside my Midori, which I'll do another setup of that when I get back from holiday. So let's jump into it. I've always loved the Malden. Mine appears to be sort of a medium tan kind of colour, which I'm really happy about, because all the ones I saw in store were quite dark or quite light, and none of them really, they were pretty, but I wanted, like a mid-tone. Unfortunately, buying leather products, they're natural, so each one is going to be slightly different. So I was really pleased when this arrived in the post. It was packaged really nicely in a very fitted box, so it couldn't get bashed about. It arrived really quickly, so I will definitely be ordering from them again. Love the contrast stitching, I love the design of the Malden, and I love the softness of it, which is quite strange because I prefer stiffer Midoris. So yeah, anyway, it's got a pop closure, and it's got a long, it's not ridiculously long, but a long, closure, so you can stuff it quite well. Pen loop on the inside is pretty useless unless you stretch it. A biro fits in there, no problem, but it's very tight. It would have been better if that was elasticated. So let's open her up, and you have 4 card slots, a long pocket which is the entire depth of that, so it goes right down to here. Then you have this pocket here, and then you have a zip pocket. I think I'll be using this for change. The rest of it will be for washi tape or something like that. All I have in there at the moment is Dave the Minion, the black Filofax card, a magnetic clip and a paper clip. So I got this postcard from Paper Chase, Make Tea Not War. I collect teapots and teacups and I'm obsessed with tea, so that was very fitting, but the statement stuck out because of the London riots. When that happened a few years ago, there was a social media thing on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram of taking a picture of yourself with a cup of tea and putting it on the internet instead of joining in with the ridiculous rioting. The reason that the riot started off was over something that was supposed to be a peaceful protest, and unfortunately, as usual, idiots got involved and just started burning people's shops and houses down. So that's why I got that, and that was from Paper Chase. I then have a top loading pocket, and this was a postcard. I hope you can see this. It's holographic of a cat, and I got this from Tiger, and I just trimmed it down, and I'm going to stick photographs on the back of it. I then have a dashboard and post-it notes, just to write things down. So at the moment it just says email college because something is a bit up in the air at the moment, so I'm trying to sort that out. I made my own dividers, so forgive me if I get the name of the paper wrong. It's Graphic 45 and I think it's called Steampunk Spells, and all the dividers I made, I've used that paper, and these tabs are just a brown envelope which I cut out and into circles. Yeah, I'm really sorry about the glare, I'm trying to keep that out of it. So I don't see the need for the top tab, so I don't usually use it in a Filofax. So my first divider is just like lists. So I just have college supplies. This is just the masking paper set. It's not washi tape because it's not repositionable, but it's kind of like that. It comes in a tin. So I just wrote down everything I needed or wanted to get for college. Some of it I've got, some of it I've kind of got, and then I just have more lined paper in case I need to get anything else, or whatever, anything important needs to go there. I then made this insert which says Time Flies on it as my diary. If you notice on the brown paper I just drew like stitch marks, so it looks like the tabs have been stitched on. These are laminated also. It says Time Flies, and this section is going to be my diary. So the first page I've just got the Filofax year at a glance kind of thing, and I just put sticky dots on the days that have already gone. Then goes into the normal diary, which I'm not using yet, but I will be, to mark down things like exam dates, or if I have to go in for any extra lessons, or if I want to use the library. Yeah, I have printed my own diary inserts. I haven't put them in yet, so when I do, I'll do an update. We then go on to this insert, which is for my maths, and I thought it looked quite mechanical. There's a lot of cogs and gears and things like that, triangles, so I thought it was perfect for math. You'll notice I haven't actually written anything on the dividers. I don't feel I need to. Maybe you would like to, but I like them the way they are. And I made this. So this is a brown envelope, and I just stuck, you can see this is like a craft coloured envelope. I stuck this paper onto it. This was from years ago, like do craft paper, and on another bit of spare envelope I had to cut it down, so the spare bit I trimmed off. I just stuck math GCSE with stickers and then stuck that down. This is a post-it note, and it just says what time and date what time and day my lesson is on, my teacher's name, and the room. Now, the reason this is on a post-it note for now is because it's up in the air at the moment where exactly I am going. So once that is confirmed, I will be doing it with either these stickers or like a type stamp on brown paper and sticking it in so it looks like a typewriter thing. So I just thought that was nice because I don't have the lesson subject whatever on this divider. I thought it was nice to do that here. I then have graph paper which came with my Filofax, and I have some purple plain paper which I'm going to discuss in a moment. This is in my English double toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. There's a couple of other things on here, and on the back it's got clocks and midnight, and this is my English one. It's a brown envelope again, done the same way, post-it note with the date, time, current teacher, but that is definitely changing. And then when we go into it, I have yellow lined paper and yellow plain paper. I then, as a sub thing in here, have a postcard that sticks out past the paper, also from Paper Chase, and behind this postcard I have my book list of books that will be recommended or that I definitely have to read in English this year. Now, just quickly before I get into the back of it, the reason I have yellow paper and purple paper is because I find it easier to how would I describe it, like see black pen on it. I'm dyslexic, and when I write on white paper with a black pen it gets jumbled up, and I find it easier on coloured paper to see stuff. So that's why I have that there, especially for notes and things that may be scribbled very quickly that might not be my neatest. Going back to it, especially on white paper, can be quite difficult sometimes. As we get into the back, this is my final divider in here. This is just like miscellaneous stuff. So the first tab I have, and I've used a removable divider, is my dyslexic dictionary, which I've spoken about before. Now, these are all the words I struggle with the most, and I add to it constantly. This has been copied from a Midori insert. I've only done this page. I have quite a lot of pages to copy over, but I needed to get this video out before I go on holiday. So when I'm confused when I'm writing, I've got a quick description of the word and how to spell it. And there's other words like probably I spell incorrectly, constantly, completely, I spell them all wrong and they will be going in here. And at the top it sticks up, it just says DD, so I know that's my dyslexic dictionary. So the next section is personal information, and it says if lost. I don't like the Filofax one because you only need the top section. I don't use the rest of it because it says stuff like bank details and passport, which I just think is weird. So I just did this on another brown envelope, and it just says my name, my address, my email, my phone number, and it says if lost, please return. This is my college binder and has no use to anyone else but me, thank you. And then on the back I have my Filofax registration number, so that if anybody is kind enough to pass to get in contact with Filofax, they receive a free gift, I believe. And then I just have this tab which says spare, and it's just got some spare blank and line paper. Have another top loading pocket which has these tabs by post-it and some sticky dots. There's another dashboard back here which I use just when I close it, I pull it so it goes straight, because sometimes it gets all caught up in the rings like that and I don't like that, so I just pull that flat. And then at the back I have some page markers, some post-it notes and a little ruler. Now I also made these, out of the paper collection as bookmarks. So I just cut them out, laminated and hole punched them. This one is from my math, so it literally just pops in here like that. And sticks out the top, so I'll be able to find whatever page I'm on. And this one is for English. Now, as you can see, I accidentally cut into the book with the hole punch, and I didn't have a spare one. So, and I also, I don't know if you'll see this, I actually cut the plastic, the lamination, too small. So I used, you know, sticky back plastic, and I just covered, there's a, can you hear that? That's where it joins, and then I just punched a hole in that, so there were 3 holes instead of 2. And that is for my English, and it just says Book of Spells Volume 1, and that sticks out the top too. So that is my basic Filofax setup for college. The pen I will be using is my new Parker pen that my partner bought for me as a you know, congratulatory gift for getting into college. As this adapts, there, can you see? So I just pull that straight. As this adapts and it gets stuffed and I start to use it, I will do an update video. I hope you like it. I just wanted to show you how I need to plan, or want to plan, and how I can't have it, you know, how I can't have it messy, and how I choose to use particular paper, and I have things that help me out, so like my dyslexic dictionary, just to make things easier for myself. Yeah, as it changes and I go through college, I will do updates. Yeah, so that's it. I hope you like it. Any questions, please let me know, and I'll speak to you all soon. Okay guys, take care. Bye.